In the first Avenger, the film described how Captain America along with the Allies fought back against an attempted Nazi conquering of Europe through Hydra leading the charge. Ultimately, the Second World War was once again won by the Allied powers as the previous, and what had occurred during the particular conflict became history. But the speculative scenario is this: the Howling Commandos were underrated in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the first Avenger, it's quickly apparent that even with Steve Rogers enhanced by the super soldier serum acting as the new face for the American war effort, the war is still far from won, and the Hydra threat against all of Europe is of the utmost importance, and other soldiers will be needed to help the Captain fight against the Red Skull, as well as Hydra assisting the Nazi threat. From the speed at which the Hydra machine is advancing through Europe, the Captain decides to put together a team of men who will help him. They were some of the best that were apprehended by the Nazi and Hydra forces that he had already rescued, and those who were willing to fight back against the threat facing the entire world. As then the team led by Captain America and co-led by James "Bucky" Barnes, and as a result of all they had done, the war was eventually won, but with the losses of both Captain America and Bucky, who were both assumed to have been killed during the war. From information now known, there were few details, if at all, which were technically known about the Commandos from the movie, and the team were barely promoted when the film was originally released in theaters. While the Howling Commandos weren't the focus of the film, some of the few criticisms from the time with relation to comic readers were that the unit was a needed aspect of the film from a non-hero point of view, and could have or would have given focus to the actual men of various countries that had risked their lives against fascism in Europe during the Second World War, and the Howling Commandos, which were a representation of that in the actual Marvel comics. Consensus had it that the Commandos were so underrepresented or even acknowledged in the first Avenger that they made further appearances and were referred to in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter. However, from casual viewers of both S.H.I.E.L.D. and Carter, had the majority of such clarifications to the Howling Commandos not technically be known. As a result, anything not depicted nor mentioned in the first Avenger is semi-canon by both popular opinion and by Marvel Studios.